Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to RadioSilentPlay.com. I am your moderator for today on Sunday, October 12th, 2014. And let me start off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence before trading any stock or option. Trading stocks and options require lots of risk. Okay, I just want to thank everybody for showing up today. I know it's a Sunday. A lot of people tend to watch Sunday Night Football. We don't have that many people here. There's about six of us, including me. Traders that'll come on. We will let them in. What I'm going to do is pretty much going to keep it short. We're going to go over some small caps. First off, we're going to go over some option setup, option traders, and then we'll go over some OTCs and on the weekly watch list along with other stocks that I've kind of looked at. Okay, so with that said, I just want to make sure there are some new members. Okay, there is a little chat box there, a little chat bubble where you can ask questions. In order for us to kind of get through this fluidly and smoothly, I want to get some questions towards the end. Okay, if you guys do have questions during or in between, I will ask if there are any questions, and then I'll take some questions. But let's leave any questions towards the end of the meeting. Okay, and that you can use the chat box up on the Join Me. Okay, so let's start off then. Okay, so we're gonna look at right now what's going on with the SPY for the big boards. A lot of uncertainty in the markets. We had the markets test that 192.30 level, and we saw a nice bounce off that 192.30. We saw the markets hit a high of 197.10. Okay, since then, okay, we've closed below that 196.74 level, which is the 50-day moving average. Okay, so closing below the 20-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and now the 100-day moving average. Okay, we have pretty much a downside sentiment in the markets. Okay, what we're looking at now, okay, for short-term support, the 10 level. Okay, this level was given to members. Okay, the 190.10. Okay, if the markets close below this 190.10 level, okay, we're likely going to test this 184, 186 range, this cluster here from back in May. Okay, so I want traders to understand, okay, if we break this level here at 190.10 on two consecutive closes, okay, we're likely going to see the markets test this 184, 186 cluster from back in May. Okay, so right now, okay, we're looking at a slight downside, okay, sentiment in the markets. Okay, now I want to go over the metals markets, okay, because we did talk about the metals, and we mentioned that the $16 range would be a good buy zone for the SLV. Okay, you have pretty much a trend here, an uptrend channel on the weekly since 2008 and 2009 to now 14. It's testing that mark, and if you notice, okay, we had a test of this $16 range, but it never confirmed close below it. So I'm looking for a short term, okay, or a near term rally in SLV. Okay, so look to add shares, or if you want, look to add different several stocks, such as the AUY, Silver Wheaton. If you want to go ahead and add some GDX or the SLV's contracts for January, okay, they're pretty cheap right now. The premiums on those are pretty cheap. So we have not closed below that SLV. So I'm my stop close on the SLV right now is a close below this 1509 level on two consecutive closes. I strongly think that this is not gonna breach this level. Okay, so if you look at the GLD, okay, on the daily chart, okay, you're posting pretty much a flag pattern setup here. Okay, so watch this 117 hold and a potential test of this 120 to 122 level. Okay, I don't know if many have heard, but during the FOMC, okay, there's a lot of mention that they're not going to raise interest rates. Okay, if they don't raise interest rates, the markets will likely, uh, the metals markets, commodities will look to make a move higher. Okay, let's take a look at the dollar. Okay, we mentioned that level, that 23 level, was resistance on the UP, which is the dollar, that hit that 23.10 level. Okay, so now what we're looking at is for this level to test and possibly either break it or pretty much hit that level and then come right back down. So as you noticed before, we had pretty much an inverse relationship with the dollar to the markets. Okay, but now what we're seeing is, okay, we're seeing that inverse start happening again. Okay, if many didn't notice, we had a little bit of a divergence, meaning that the dollar was going up and also the markets were going up. Now it's the other way around. Okay, so if the markets, if the dollar gains strength, you're going to see more pressure on the markets. Okay, because people are going to cash out and they're going to go into um, going into the bonds and treasury bonds. Okay, so I want traders to understand that when the smart money starts taking their money out of equities, they usually put it in either the treasury bonds, or they start safeguarding it in other investments. So what we're looking at is for either the dollar to gain strength to potentially break this 23 level, okay, and move higher, or for it to stall over here. Okay. Um, I think that we'll see a bounce from this 190 level. Okay, but with that said, I want traders to ensure that they use their stops. If you're gonna enter the markets at this 190 range, okay, just ensure that you use a quick stop if you're gonna start scalping. All right. Let me just show you something real quick. Show you what the TLT. Okay, that's pretty much how I gauge the treasury bond. Okay, you look at the TLT, it's garnering a nice move here. Okay, so the TLT could be a nice move with any pullback. Okay, just want to show you something real quick. We're going to use the fib retrace levels. Okay, any move back to this 116, 117 range, okay, would be a nice pullback to re-enter the TLT. To watch that 116, 117 entry. If this pulls back, okay, you got a nice bullish uptrend on the TLT. Okay, so if you see here, okay, you have a nice uptrend channel starting here. So if it pulls back over here, okay, short-term traders want to pick up the TLT from this 618 retrace here at 116 to about 117. Okay, you'll have a nice trade here on the TLT. I didn't post on the option traders, but I will keep traders updated. All right, so now I'm going to move on to the option traders. Okay, these are some traders that actually triggered last week, but with the sentiment of the market's back, I think that I have an entry. Okay, USO, okay, that gave a low of 31.78. Okay, I gave the entry levels at 32 to 31.80 for January call strike at 34. Okay, so any pullback down to this 31.32 level is a good buy zone. Okay, for the January calls. Okay, and I think those calls are going between 80 cents to 90 cents. Okay, so they're fairly cheap. And our target one is going to be $34, and our target two is $35.50. Now, let me explain why I think the U.S. oil or the oil stocks will get some momentum going into the winter. As many know, okay, in the East Coast, there's a lot of cold weather that comes into the east. So with that said, if the cold weather, energy prices will likely go higher. Okay, that's the bottom line. That's how companies make their money. Okay. Another thing is that Russia, okay, is based, okay, with their oil and gas. Okay, they're not going to let oil come down to below this 31.30 level. Okay, it's not beneficial for that economy, and I don't see them doing that. Okay, if you do see oil start taking a little bit more pressure, okay, just stick to that close below 31 on 2 consecutive closes, close below it. I don't think that it will happen, okay, because the likelihood of that happening, okay, is slim. Okay, I think that Russia will induce some type of tension between Ukraine or something will escalate, and then the move on oil, you could see a nice surge in oil. WHC, okay, $8.90, $99 to 10 cents. Okay, what we're looking at is this bottom accumulation here. The stock is oversold. Okay, they make the guns. Okay, there's a lot of talks about gun control, so they took a little bit of a hit. With this Ebola crisis, uncertainty around the world. Okay, I don't feel that we're gonna see any issues with guns. I think that sales will go higher. Okay, especially now. So I want traders to keep an eye on the SWHC. Again, my stop close is going to be a close below $8.50 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, and our target 1 is going to be $10, and our target 2 is going to be $11, and that's for January calls. And I put in a strike of $9, and I think that though those contracts were going for like $1, so they're pretty cheap. Other one, Sprint. Okay, Sprint Mobile. Okay, we're looking at getting into this stock again. Okay, we traded it before at $5. Okay, about $5.30. It hit a high of $7. Now it's pulled back. It's still in this nice little uptrend. Okay, so our entry here on the Sprint is at $5.80 to about $6, and our target's going to be $7 with our stop close below $5.50 right here. Okay, on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, so that's our options. Okay, if anybody has any questions on any options or any setups that we've talked about or any mentions that they're looking into on options. Okay, so we're gonna move along. Okay, we're gonna now move into the small caps. Okay, last week we had a couple of small caps trigger. Okay, the PDLI did trigger. Let me just go back. Okay, the PDLI did trigger here at $7.30. It gave an entry at $7.30. It hit a high of about $7.74. Okay, now what we're looking here is for this to continue to consolidate. All right, we do have a bottoming tail here. Okay, on October 7th. So it did give us an opportunity to add cheap shares here. All right. If you come and look at our setup here, we were talking about the $7.40 to $7.50, and lo and behold, okay, we got that entry here, okay, and that was on October 7th. Okay, it gave us an opportunity to enter as low as $7.30. Okay, now the stock is trading at $7.56, and it's holding above this over here, this Keltner channel at $7.30. Okay, we should see a gap fill here at $8.20 to $8.46. So just bear in mind that I believe that the bottom is in. If you look at here, okay, it's posting a nice bullish reversal tail here. Okay, so right now we're consolidating. Okay, what you want to see this stock do is hold, okay, above that $7.30. Okay, still feel that this accumulation bottom, and we should see a test of this $7.84 into next week. Okay, so that's that biopharma stock. Okay, so let's move along to some of the setups. We actually had FNMA, okay, trigger as well. It gave it a $1.60 entry. Okay, It's still in play. Okay, if you see here, it did get that $1.60 range, $1.65, 64 range. Okay, it hit a high of $1.95, and what we're looking for is this fill at about $2.20 to $2.40. So that stock is still in play. Okay, if you can see here, our target one was $2, and our target two is $2.25, with a potential move of $2.50. So that still is in play. Okay, a lot of people have been playing the small caps, and I think it's going to give good opportunity, especially when the markets start pulling back. Right now, what we're looking at here on the EXEL, okay, we want to see this hold, okay, this $1.50 range. It's still oversold, but if you look here, okay, the stock did close below our stop. Now, what we want to see is confirmation, okay? Our stop close is below $1.40 on two consecutive closes. If we look here, okay, it closed at $1.45, so it has not stopped below our close, but we want to look at for is that $1.40. So those that are in, okay, just keep that $1.40 range intact and make sure that the stock closes above $1.40. If it closes below $1.40 two times, we'll stop out. Okay, so those are just a recap of some of the plays that we posted a couple of weeks back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over this week's is DRYS, DRYS, ticker symbol DRYS. What I'm looking for is that $1.60 to $1.85 range. We posted a little bit of a reversal tail. We did see a nice little move on the DRYS. Okay, it hit a high of $1.95, but it closed at $1.86. But I still feel that this could start setting in a bottom. Okay, look to enter this stock from $1.60 to $1.85. Be patient. Okay, our target one will be the high of Friday, which was $1.95. Our target two is going to be 210, just below this bottom of this color channel, and our potential move would be that test of this 270 to $2.87 range. Okay, this is the Tri-Ships stock. The stock used to trade much higher. Okay, so what we're looking at is for a nice move and a rally into the coming weeks. The options, I also posted the sprint trade here, $5.80 range, $5.80 to $6 with a target of $7, and our stop close is going to be below $5.50. Okay, so this is pretty simple. Okay, it's in an uptrend channel. What we're looking is for this to hold here. If we close below $5.50 on two consecutive closes, we will stop out. Okay, any questions on the small caps? Any questions on the small caps? Okay, great. We're going to move on then. We're going to go into OTC watch list. Okay, for the OTC weekly watch list, we took a vote. I still have the vote on there. I want traders to vote. Okay, I still am keeping pretty much the same layout that we have. Okay, I know there's some traders mentioning that we've been mentioning a couple of stocks. The reason for mentioning other stocks is because we want to ensure that we give traders opportunity. I know we give buy zones, and sometimes it's a little difficult to add those stocks at those buy zones. So it just gives a little bit more variety and options to traders that want to get into at certain buy zones. Okay, so as of yet, right now, as of now, we have people that like our setups now. We've had a total of 22 votes. Okay, they want 10 votes. I want to watch this with buy zones. Okay, same setup with no change was 9 votes, and I want a fewer stocks only got 2 votes. Okay, so thus far Okay, we will keep our same setups, but we encourage traders to vote and to give us their input. If you guys want to email me on certain things or certain concerns or ideas, just email me at radiosilentplay@gmail.com. Okay, moving forward, I'm Talk, TALK, ticker symbol TALK. Okay, reason for this, I was looking at this stock. I was looking for the stock to maybe potentially test at 10 to 13. I never saw it, but the stock did test 0.0013 and closed at, I'm sorry, 0.0017 and closed at 0.0022. So we could see a bottom here. Okay, we're consolidation here on a TALK trade. Thus far, the stock has posted a new support at that 0.0017 level. Watch that kiss of an entry on any pullback. Okay, watch the level 2. Okay, look at where the support is. Okay, if you guys want to place your bids, just ensure you have your stops. Low SS stock that is looking for a bottom, when it does, could see a solid gain. Another low outstanding share count. The authorized shares as current on pink sheets is just 300 million. Okay, and watch for the support levels. Okay, traders can look for that bottom accumulation range at the stock testing that 13 level support. Okay, so we're going to look at that 13 to 17. Okay, watch that range 13 to 17 if there's good support. Okay, right now, okay, we've just seen a support hold at 0.0017. We want to see what kind of a support that holds into next week. Okay, my pivot right now is that 25 mark. Okay, what we want to do is we want to kind of close above this box pattern, 2 consecutive closes, and see if we can test this 0.0032 level. Okay, if we do close above 32, we'll probably test this 51. Okay, 0.0051, and then you could see a breakout. Okay, my stop close here would be a close below 0.0017. If the stock closes below 0.0017 two times, then our next support could be that 12 to 10 level. Okay, and that's that sweet spot that a lot of people like because it's a probability zones. Right, a lot of traders kind of like those mental numbers. Okay, so just keep that TALK on watch. Okay, and I posted this several times. This has been an ATM. Okay, and the stock is a Bitcoin stock. This is a stock that we made a video about, and we feel that the stock has potential. It's tested at 0.0024 on several occasions, just hasn't been able to break it. Okay, we saw a bullish reversal candle last week. It tested at low of 0009, and then we had a weekly close at 12. Okay, if you see here, that's the return to the scene of the crime levels. Okay, if the stock breaks, okay, above this 12, okay, watch for this retest of 19 to 24. Okay, so let me just do a quick recap of what CEHC is. Okay, that's Cephas Holding. They own a company that deals with Bitcoin. They're launching Bitcoin ATM. Okay, it's currently at 0.0012. This is a stock that is a pattern trade and also an ATM play. Literally, the company deals with Bitcoin and has launched their Bitcoin ATM. Recent news and posting in social media. Okay, they've been posting on Twitter that they now have major advertisements in MMA world. Okay, they're promoting their company, and they're actually endorsing, and they have traders, actually not traders but fighters in MMA from Bellator and the UFC organizations. Okay, so they're sponsoring these fighters. Okay, put their logos on banners and also on shorts. So this is a bona fide company. I mean, if they were fake, then I wouldn't see them sponsoring these fighters. Okay, my CEHC buy zone is 10 to 13. Okay, last time it tested those levels, we saw a high of 19 to 24, which is a nice move. Okay, my pivot price on that is 0.0016. Watch the breakout above 24. What we want to see is 2 consecutive closes above 24. Now, it's a probability trade, so you would have your stop close below 0009 on 2 consecutive closes. So if we close below 9, okay, on 2 consecutive closes, then we'll stop out, okay? FONU, ticker symbol FONU, currently trading at 17. Last week saw a low of 13 and held. Okay, this is a proprietary company that provides a position of mobile sales and marketing platform functions, okay, reservations, booking systems, okay. Right now, everything is done through mobile app, okay. People can now buy, sell, trade services, and also go into their bank accounts and do transactions. FONU has their proprietary companies and functionalities. So the stock is a low share structure stock with just 84 million outstanding shares. Okay, the stock has been testing these lows. Okay, what we want to see the stock do is hold this 13 level. If it does, okay, and that buy zone 1317, okay, consolidates, and we close above that pivot price, okay, that 20-day moving average of 0.0026, we could test this 41 to 56 level. Okay, so that's a pretty considerable move from these levels. Okay, our stop close will be a close below 13 on two consecutive closes. Okay, those that feel strong about holding, you can hold it still, and then that support is 0.001. Okay, so adding the 13s, okay, is still pretty decent. Okay, because you have that new mental support at 0.001. As many traders see, the stocks hold support and then sometimes break, but then you'll get that nice support at that 0.001 even level. Okay, so again, this could be a good stock. Just watch the level 2. Just ensure you have no mal MMs on the ask and a good support level. And traders should be able to garner a position in the U trade. A ticker symbol LIGA. Okay, Liga Assets 0.0021. This is an asset management company that deals with real estate commodities such as oil and gas. The stock is a low share structure stock that has tested new 52-week lows. Okay, this is a stock that was trading between 6 and 0.006 to 0.008. Now it's testing this 14 to 17 level. All right, last week it gave an opportunity and it triggered a price entry for our mobile app and SMS traders. It gave an entry from 13 to 15. Okay, now the stock's trading at 21. Okay, so now what we want to see is some consolidation and a potential close above that pivot of 0.003. If we do close above 0.003, okay, we could consolidate for a couple of weeks or a couple of days and then likely trade above 0.0051. Okay, this does remind me of the stock we had not too long ago was sent out was GFOO. So just watch that bottom at 13. Okay, the share structure as of now is updated from June 30th, 2014, which is 221 million outstanding shares. You have a flow of just 193 million and authorized shares of 625 million. They did announce news, okay, on Thursday. Okay, they announced option to acquire lease and drilling interest in Permian Basin property. Okay, so there is a catalyst here. So they are awaiting that acquisition on that Permian Basin property. Okay, so that's about it. That's pretty much the setups that I have here on the OTC weekly watch list. A couple of other trades that I was looking at that didn't make it, okay, was DKSC. This is a trade that we were holding from 8 to 11. Okay, those were the buy zones. Stock never closed below 8. It held at support. Now the stock is trading at 16. Okay, there's rumors that this company may release news. Okay, what you want to see is some consolidation from that 12 to 16 range and a potential break of that 25 level. Okay, so this stock is a low share structure stock. Okay, it just broke above this wedge pattern. Watch for that confirmation come Monday. All right, you want to see this stock close above 12 to 13. All right, so again, I know some traders are holding DKSC. Okay, another one is LATF. Okay, you got a little bit of a bullish inside pattern. Okay, a bullish flag. You see this bullish inside consolidation. Watch that 0.001 to 0.0012 level for entry. You got to stop close below 0.001. Okay, we have been seeing more momentum on the marijuana stocks, and this Laterno Foods deals with that edible marijuana. So keep an eye on the LATF. ADMD was a stock that was given out last week from 18 to 22. It gave an opportunity to enter as low as 17. Okay, the stock did test that 28 level. What we're looking for is a break close above 28 on 2 consecutive closes. If we do, we should be testing that 0.007 previous high here. Okay, so this is the potential level that we can hit. Okay, ADMD right now, my pivot is a close above 0.0027 to 28 on 2 consecutive closes on our potential retest of 0.005 to 0.007. Okay, now your stop close is going to be a close below 17 on 2 consecutive closes. You want that stock, okay, to hold this pattern here. If the stock breaks below 15, you're going to see a move lower. Okay, could retest or actually test new lows. All right. The Prow is still holding that level. It did give us that re-entry level that we mentioned at 0.008 to 0.009. Okay, stock has not closed below 0.007 on 2 consecutive closes, and it's holding. Okay, what we want to see this stock do is close above this 0.014 pivot on 2 consecutive closes. If it does, okay, we could test this 0.0024. It did have news, it had some updates, but you just haven't seen that much volume into the stock. Okay. Okay. Another that was given out last week was MTPR. We saw a move from about that 7-8 range that it gave us. It hit a high of 17. If you come here, we'll do a fib retrace from the lows. Okay. Right here, it's giving us that 9, 10, 11 buy zones. All right. So watch that 0009 to 11 buy zones. Watch the support. Okay. This does have pretty good due diligence behind it. It is a revenue producing company and it's low float. The stock, if you noticed, it traded fairly easy. There wasn't much on ask. There was zero dilution, and I think that traders now see how it trades and will look to buy the stock from 8 to 11. So just watch the levels on MTPR. Okay, right now we should see a nice support at 10 to 12, but just bear in mind that it is a low volume stock, so you got to keep that in mind. Okay, another stock that we put out was GFOO. Okay, that was SMS to traders from 10 to 13, gave opportunity to add as low as 0.011. Okay, so that stock ended up hitting a high of 0.006 for about 490%. Okay, right now what you have a considerable move. What you want to see is that 61.8% retrace at 0.0029 hold. Okay, you want it to hold that 0.003 level. Okay, watch the pullback. Any pullback down to about 0.024 to 0.003. 5 will be a good entry. My stop close would be a close below 0.0024 on 2 consecutive closes. So let me just write that down so you guys get it. All right, GFU. Okay, I would look at that 0.0024 range to 0.0035. Okay, my stop close below 0.0024 two times. Okay, so that's the setup that I would look for on the GFU. Okay. Another stock that I was looking at, I know it was mentioned last week by one of the traders, was HGAO. Okay, that is had a nice rally. It did hold. Okay, let's see why it didn't come out. Bear with me. Okay, so that's the HJEOE. We're having some technical difficulties. Close this one up. HJOE. Look at the chart. HJOE. The HJOE did hold that 0.004 level. Okay, it did hold. We were mentioning that the stock needed to hold this level, which it did. Okay, now the stock has rallied higher. What you want to see now is this level hold. I would look for any pullback down to this gap fill here. Has a little bit of a gap fill. Okay, here at 0.0045. Okay, watch for some consolidation here. Okay, you have your 20-day moving average at 0.007. So you want to see the stock close above that 0.007 level again. If it does, okay, you could see some consolidation here for that test above that 0.012 level. Okay, so this stock did have a nice move back here from that 0.004 level to that 0.013 level. Okay, so now this stock could possibly break this level. If it does, okay, you have a lot of upside there. So that's the level you want to see this break. If it closes above it, you could test this 100-day moving average here at 0.027. So just watch that HJOE if traders are going to hold and look into that. The BMSN, okay, this is another one. Okay, the stock is holding this bottom level. I don't know what the share structure is. I want traders to actually look at that, but what I am seeing is some long consolidation here on the BMSN. Okay, so right now what we're seeing is that 14 level hold. Okay, if the stock closes above this 17 level on 2 consecutive closes, you could test okay, these levels here. All right, so you got a sizable move here. Okay, if the stock closes below 14 on 2 consecutive closes, okay, that's a stop out. All right, so a stop close below 0.14 on 2 consecutive closes. That's what I would do. Okay, so we have some bottom consolidation here on the BMSN. Okay, again, I don't know what the share structure is, but traders should watch that. Okay, and that's about it. That's all the setups that I have for you guys this week. I really didn't see anything else. Any questions on anything that we've covered? Any questions on anything that we've covered? Any questions on any stock that you guys want to go over? Okay, someone's asking about the WTCG. Just look at it was a post reverse post. Some broke down to buy the stock, but it does have a nice bottom formation. We did mention it in the chat room last week. And what I'm looking at here, okay, is this 0.002 level is holding very, very well. It is oversold, okay. If you look, let's take a look at what the structure is for this now. Okay, so it's reverse split, okay, and 19. If you look here, okay, you have authorized shares of just 750 million. You have a flow of 12 million, and you have outstanding shares of 49 million. Okay, so people can see if they they may rally this. All right, does have a working website. Okay, that's WTCG. It is a professional working website. And if we look here, its latest news was on October 8th. W Technologies Ad Media Group starts Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign. All right, so if you look here, it's been having several press releases in the last couple of months, September through October. Okay, so it is a good level to try to get the WTCG. I think it is a pretty good setup, if you ask me. So the WTCG, what I would do here is I would look to buy the WTCG 0.002 to 0.0025. Okay, I'm cheap again. What you want to see is a close above. Let me just put the stop. My stop again would be a stop close below. Stop close below 0.0019 two times. Okay, and then if that does close below 0.0019, then I'll go 50% retrace from that range, and we'll look at that next support at 0.00134 level. Okay, so that's what I would do here for that WTCG. Okay, I do think that it is holding. I don't know what type of level 2 it had last week. I know I mentioned it. I said watch the support. I know there were some brokers that weren't allowing it. I think it was Scottrade, and you just gotta check your broker, see if you can trade it. Okay, and now there's another one, RGIN at 0.002. Okay, let's look at the RGIN. Okay, RGIN is also posting a reversal here. Okay, it did test and it held that 0.002 level. Okay, watch that close. Okay, above. Okay, watch this close and confirmation above this 0.003 level. If you close above 0.003 level, okay, you could look to consolidate above this level, and then your pivot here is at 0.004. So it just depends on what type of level 2 and buy pressure you have on the stock. But what you want to see this stock do next is close above this 0.004 on 2 consecutive closes. If it does, then you can test this 0.006 to A level. Okay, so you do have a bottom here on this stock. That 0.002, you had a little bit of a 3-bar drop here. Okay, and you had that reversal there. So that RGIN looks like there was heavy volume here. Maybe people are low in it, and the stock looks to do that pivot break of 0.004. Okay, how I would buy this stock? Okay, I would look to add. Let's see. I would add in this box pattern. Okay, or I would add a little bit above this box pattern, maybe as a starter. Okay, so I would probably do 0.0025 to about 0.003. Okay, and then my stop close would be below that 0.002. I mean, try to get in as low as possible. You know what I mean? What you want to do is you want to kind of break above this 0.004 level. So that's your main concern. You do have the RSI is still a little bit oversold. It's curling up, so you have a big volume reversal day on Friday. So there are people that are loading it. So okay, so what else do we got here? RGIN. Okay, great, thanks. Still a little selling there. I'm looking at bottom. We see to see 25 hit this weekend. I think it does. All right, so Nicodemus is saying that 0.0025 could be that retest. So I think that 0.0025 can hold. All right, if traders can look to buy that 0.0025 level, and let me just add. I know I give the buy zones for these stocks, but remember, even if you're not getting at the parameters that I'm saying at, okay, you can adjust those parameters. Like, let's say you're getting in at, let's say, 0.0028 to 0.0032, and then your stop is a close below 2.5 on 2 consecutive closes. You can adjust your stops. Okay, it just depends on how you manage your risk. Okay, I'm a little bit cheaper when it comes to buying stock. Okay, if I'm buying the Sprint, okay, I want to buy it at $5.60, right, or $5.80. I just want to buy it between those levels. That's what I do. Okay, but again, it's totally entirely up to you. I know I send out GFOO the other day, and I send it from 10 to 13. So optimally, you want to add between 10 to 13, maybe even a little bit at 15. Um, but then when you're buying it 100% premium, like I saw a couple of members do, oh yeah, I bought GFOO at 36. Now you're taking a lot more risk, okay, because you're buying that stock, okay, 100% above its the entry price that was given. Okay, so that's the concern. But if you're buying it 2 ticks, 3 ticks higher, okay, now you just make your adjustments. All right, I want traders to understand that because I know sometimes you don't get into these trades and then like you're oh man, what if I don't, and then you start adding when it's up 100, 150%. So I want traders to understand that, parameters are just pretty much a round number that's given so traders can understand. I must have my setup. What is my stop? Okay, what is my pivot? And what are my targets? Okay, every trade should be the same exact way. All right. Um, if you guys are waiting to get into a buy zone forever, okay, and you don't get filled, okay, then what you have to do is you have to readjust your parameters. All right. So I want traders to understand that because there are some traders that, oh, okay, I didn't get in at 10, but I'm not going to add a 11 or 12. And then if you think about it, 11 and 12 is just a 10 to 20% difference. It's almost nothing. Okay, I know that some traders want that cheap entry price. Again, okay, I don't blame you, but at the same time, I want traders to understand that sometimes what you want to do is you want to set your parameters and you can adjust them if you're getting in a little bit later or what's it called? Like I'm not telling you guys to go in 50 to 100% premium on these stocks, but at the same time, use your best judgment when trading these stocks. Okay. Okay. So any other questions? Okay, I will keep this short. Okay, this next week, let me give you guys an update. I will be going to California on business. I will be down in California and in Mexico. I will be away for a couple of days. I will be trying to get. I will be on the chat for for some of the time. Okay, I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be there at all time. But with that said, okay, we will try to give you guys your updates, and we will be on chat. Also, you guys can find me on email, and also personal message me on Skype, Facebook, or group me. Okay, so I just want to just keep everybody up to speed. Okay, make sure that you vote. Also, the videos that we put out, please like, dislike, comment, share. Okay, what we want to do is we want to grow our network and we want to get more people to see the value on our stocks and on our service. Okay, so I want traders to just help promote and help push this website. We only progress and we only do better with your help. Okay, so I want traders to understand that. Okay, so 1 million shares at 0.001 is 1K. 1 million at 0.0012 is 1.2K. Not much difference. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with Nicodemus. I know for some traders it's a little bit depending on how much you're adding onto the position, but if you're adding from 10 to 12 or your buy zones are from 10 to 13, then what you typically want to do is you want to average out and you want to add value to that stock. Okay, if you know that mental support, if you're looking at a bid that's let's say over $5,000 to $10,000 at 10 or 11, okay, you're safe to look to enter at 12 and 13. Okay, so I want traders to kind of understand that. Okay, that's why we give probability trades. Probability trades means that the trade that you're about to take, okay, is less risk in regard to the potential it moving higher and you abiding by your stop. Okay, that only works if you have a stop set. Okay, so I want traders to understand that. Okay, it is a low risk probability trade, but only if you abide by your stop. Okay. Okay, I will be posting this on YouTube later on. Okay, I also will be sending this via Cubby. I just recommend that you guys don't fast forward, because if you guys fast forward, it'll stall, and you won't be able to watch the video. So, but I will be posting it on YouTube. Okay. Um, for now, just don't share any of the video. If we do post it, that's for your eyes only. It's a privilege for you guys to have the membership. And again, we thank you for all your loyal support, and look forward to having a great week this coming October 13th. Okay. All right. So Nicodemus is saying, example, I added GFU at 0.001 and 11, but I added on the way up. That's perfectly fine. That's a great way to add to a position. If you're adding from 0.001 and it's holding, you're adding value to that stock. Now, if you're adding stocks at 12.13, you're actually not, buying it at 12.13. Since you have a good position at 10.11, you're pretty much averaging out about 11.12. Okay, so we want to make sure that traders understand that if you got a big position from 10 to 11, okay, your average is basically 10 and a half. If you're adding 12s to 13, now your average moves up a little bit. But now if that stock goes up to 24 to 35, you're taking a considerable amount of profit off the table. So that's a good point that Nicodemus brings up, is if you are buying from those buy zones, okay, you can add. And then if you add moving up, okay, you're adding value to your shares, because you're not actually buying them at that 14, 15 range, because you bought a majority of your stock at 10 to 11. So when you're buying at 13, 14, you're kind of averaging at 12. When that stock hits a high of 20, you're taking a nice 60 to 80% move on that profit. Okay, so Nicodemus makes a great point there. Okay, guys, so I will be seeing you guys, talking to you guys this week. Again, I will be taking a short hiatus, but I will be on. And I just want to thank everyone for joining me today, and I appreciate everyone's loyal support. Okay, take care, everyone, and have a good night.